Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. I hope everybody's doing great, feeling healthy and fine. Once again, welcome to our Livemint News Analysis session that we have especially bringing out for RBI Grade B uh, students, especially for RBI Grade B students, because from the Livemint newspaper, lot of news and lot of descriptive question answers can be framed from all this newspaper. So that is why we have come with this Livemint series, especially for all of you, so that we will leave no stone unturned in order to make your success a sure shot success. That is why we have specially started this series in order to make you understand some of the important articles that has been uh, coming in the live mint session. So we have selected a few number of articles, and since three classes we are doing this live mint session, and today also we are going to conduct our fourth session on live mint, and here we will be analyzing the news. Okay, we will be not telling something like that, okay, this is important, that is important. We are analyzing the news, and by analyzing the news you will be coming to know that what is important, what points you have to talk to in a different way, what points you can add in all these places, because news analysis is also a very important task. It is not like that you just by heart the all the related facts and everything, because if you don't analyze that and if you don't understand the news, so you will not be able to understand what question has been asked. Even if you understand the question, you will not be able to know what, like, how I can start my answer. Okay, so that is why this session has been specially started for all of you, so that we will be doing analysis of the news over here. Okay, so that you will be having a ready-made content for all of you in order to have a sure shot success in the examination. Okay, so anybody who is there in the session, they can just wave off to me and they can say hi, hello to me in the session, so that I may know who all are there present in the session, and then I can go ahead with my session. Okay, so I'm just giving 1 minute to you. Fine, it's okay. So this is RBI Grade B 2023. So live mint news analysis session for RBI Grade B current affairs, and we are pledging for your success because we will be having commitment towards you. We will having a consistency with you, and at the last, we all will celebrate together because of your success. Okay, so this series will be offering you the live video batches that you are already there. We will be covering the common comprehensive coverage of the syllabus. That means whatever is a part of the syllabus, only that news will be taken. No unnecessary part will be taken, and you will be getting all your doubts will be cleared. You can just simply ask me in the chat box that I am having doubt over here. Can you please explain that? You can even leave a comment in the comment box. I will come there and I will explain that over there. Okay, and preparation guidance we will be also providing you in this all these session. And as you all know that in Oliveboard you always have an exam centered study. Okay, so two sessions of the July we have completed. July live mint session we have completed. Okay, then one session of August we have completed. Okay, so today we are taking the news of August and session number 2 that we are going to discuss today. Okay, August news and session number 2, and some of the important news that we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, now first of all, the first important news that has been there in the August month was around 1.5 lakhs flights started under the Udan scheme. As per the Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, he has said that around 1.5 lakhs flights have started under the Udan scheme. So this is a very flagship scheme of the government for the regional connectivity. Okay, this is a very important scheme that has been coming for the regional connectivity. So that is why this is very important for your exam point of view. So उड़ान उड़े देश के आम नागरिक. Okay, उड़े देश के आम नागरिक. Okay, this means उड़े देश के आम नागरिक, for every common man to fly. So this flagship scheme has been given by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in April 27 2015, because we have already framed the national civil aviation policy in 2016. Okay, so there were few initial routes have been selected for that flight, and we wanted to connect the unserved area and unserved region of our country, and we also wanted to create the airports in that places. At the same time, we wanted to fix the fare rate. Okay, so they have said that around for a 1 hour of a journey and approximately 500 kilometers, so they have fixed that it is a for like on a fixed wing aircraft, or for a 30 minutes journey on a helicopter, the prices are fixed at 2500 rupees for an hour journey. Okay, and these aircraft will be having a seating capacity of 19 to 78, and their price is capped at 2500. 50% of the seats in those aircraft, the seats will be available at 2500. So these are the facts. These are just the facts. But actual is thing that whether that Udan scheme is working properly or not, that is what we wanted to know. Okay. So as per the civil aviation minister, under the Uday Desh ki Aam Nagrik democratization, that means we everywhere the new airports, small airports, big airports are there. Around 1,93,000 flights have been already been taken based on the viability gap funding. That means there is a gap, there is a funding gap was also there, so that has been also procured using providing some kind of funds from various other places in the last 5 year, and government has also bear the cost of the tickets. Okay, so this Ode Desh Ke Aam Nagarik is a regional connectivity scheme. We call it as RCS, regional connectivity scheme. Okay, that has been launched in 2016. Why? We wanted to fulfill the aspiration of the common man. Okay, so that we and at the same time we are also building a very common infrastructure for the air connectivity in the category 2 and category 3 city, because category 1 cities are already having all these facilities. Now we wanted to extend all these facility to the other places. Okay, so till date around 419 flight routes have been connected. 67 unserved underserved areas are connected through helicopters, water aerodromes, and everywhere. Okay, so now by so this scheme is going on. We will be having around 1200 planes with 40 crore air traveler by 2027. So by 2027 we will be having 1200 planes that will be flying in our country, and they will build around 220 airports that will be built by 2030. And there earlier 8 years before this scheme, there were only 74 airports were there, but we are expecting there by 2030 we will be having 220 airports. That means it is going to be 3 times airport that we are going to build up. Okay, and right now we are at a 137 level. Okay, so that means this scheme is working. Even the idea is also working. It is up to the government and up to the citizen to make this scheme a very successful scheme in the future. Okay, may I know how many people are there in the session? May I know how many people are there in the session? They can just wave off to me in the chat box. I may know how many people are there. I can just see many people are there. They can just simply say hi, hello to me so that I know you are there in the session. And if you have any doubts, you can just simply raise it to me over here. Okay, fine. So now the second thing is that we wanted to discuss is that government aims to monetize infra assets worth over 1,62,000 crore in financial year 2023. Okay. Okay, so Jeshri Vasudevan. Okay, Jeshri, welcome to the session. I hope you are all understanding the session. And if you have any kind of query, please just simply raise it to me. Okay, I will be clearing out to you. Okay, so don't worry about that. Feel free in my session to raise any kind of query. If I know that properly, I will right now explain it. If I don't know that, I will find it out and tell you. Okay, so don't worry about that. Your query will be answered. Okay, so now government is aiming to monetize the infra asset. Okay, so this infra asset, why government wanted to monetize it? Because government have various infrastructure asset that are spread out throughout the country. Okay, government has various infrastructure that is spread out throughout the country, and they are not generating any kind of revenue. And as you all know that we have national monetization plan is there, NMP, national monetization plan we have. Under that we wanted to generate a revenue total value of rupees 6 trillion. So rupees 6 trillion money we have to raise. Okay, within 5 years of a time. Okay, so that is under the national monetization pipeline. We wanted to raise not dollar, rupees 6 trillion. So we have raised around 0.88 trillion rupees in financial year 2022. We have raised 1.62 trillion in 2023. We wanted to raise. Okay, so this year target is 1,62,000 crore. So, and when we have a financial year 24, we have a target of 1.79. So slowly by utilizing all these things, we are going to get rupees 6 trillion of the revenue by monetizing the infra asset. Yeah, infra assets are all the assets which are of infrastructure. Like we have a BSNL. Okay, BSNL have all the towers. In at the remote places, BSNL is having the towers. Even no big companies can reach at that level. BSNL have a towers at that place, so we can monetize that. Because BSNL is not working properly, we can utilize that BSNL. If we have any other infrastructure asset, like we can say that okay, we are not using this infrastructure right now, so we can monetize it, give it to a private party for the working. Okay, so this is called infra asset, infrastructure asset of the government. Okay, have you got it? Yes. So this year we are aiming to generate 1.62 lakh crore in the financial year 2023. Okay. So this is a very, because we wanted to do monetization. That would be like we would be doing highway, toll operate transfers, infrastructure bonds we can raise. We can lease the airport. You know Adani. We are leasing the airports, we are leasing the ports for some 20 to 25 years to Adani, right? Tower asset, tower like we have BSNL tower, okay? Mining asset, coal, iron, okay? We can give all these in leases, right? So the latest target will be nearly 67.5% higher. Earlier in financial year 2022, we have raised 97,000 crore, but right now in this financial year 2023, we wanted to raise 1.6 lakh crore. Okay, so national monetization plan is requiring 1,62,422 crore. We wanted to raise it. Okay, Deepika, just wait for it. I will answer your question in the last. Okay. So we wanted to generate by monetizing the asset. Okay. And we wanted by monetizing the asset, we are expecting the private party to invest. Private party should take the asset. Private party should take the interest in the assets of the government under the highways, toll, infrastructure investment trust are there, then redevelopment, sports stadiums are there, power generation projects, transmission lines are there, airport leasing, public private partnership projects are there, port trust are there, silos making is there, warehousing making is there. Everywhere we wanted to monetize the places, or we wanted to lease the places on long term. We wanted to lease the places on long term, and we can generate the revenue out of it. Okay, so as you all know that government is running national monetization pipeline. Okay, so based under the national monetization pipeline, we have a target to generate rupees 6 lakh crore, 6 lakh crore or 6 rupees 6 trillion in 4 year period 2022 to 2025. So the target, so the sector that have been identified are roads, ports, airport, railway, warehousing, gas product and pipeline, power generation, transmission line, mining. All these sectors are there that has been taken by the government, where they can lease the thing, where they can sell the things in order to generate the money. Okay, I hope this has got a clarity everywhere. Okay, everybody got the clarity over here, right? After every topic, please let me know whether you are getting the clarity or not on this. Okay, I hope you are getting clarity on that. That's great. Now, so highway toll operator, national highway infrastructure investment, power grid, okay, minerals and coal blocks auctions are there, railway colonies buildings are there. Adani has got the lease over the ports and the airports. Okay, so this national monetization pipeline will be serving as a medium term roadmap, because we are generating, we wanted the resource which the private party can take it and private party can develop on their own. At the same time, government will get the money out of it, and government can utilize that money in the various other places and that program will public asset owner and along with the visibility on the potential asset to the private one. So private sector will be coming there. They will be seeing some scope in these assets. So they will take those assets and they will provide money to the government. Okay, very good, Deepika and Jeshri. I'm really delighted that you understand that. I think for more five peoples are there, so they can also just share their views on this. Please share your views on that. Okay. Now the second one, Steel Ministry. The third news is Steel Ministry has set up advisory committee for the secondary steel sector. Okay, Steel Ministry is under the Jyotiraditya Scindia. Okay, he was the Minister of Civil Aviation and he is also a Minister of Steel Production. Okay, so there is a committee that has been set up under the Jyotiraditya Scindia in order to find out the problems in the secondary steel sector. Okay, secondary steel sector, people don't know what is the meaning of secondary steel sector, but secondary steel sector is a very important component in the domestic steel market. Okay, that means all those steel which we do not use, which we go to the warehouses where the steel gets into the spare parts. Some steels are of very good quality, some steels are produced of a bad quality. So bad quality of the steels comes under the secondary steel market. Okay, so the share of the country steel output has been falling, secondary steel output has been falling. Earlier it was 55% in 2015 and now it is a secondary steel market has fallen to the 40% of the total country's steel production. So that means from 55% it has gone to 40%. So that means there is a problem in the secondary steel market. Okay, now Steel Ministry has created a committee under the Jyotiraditya Sindha in order to find out what is the problem with the secondary steel market. Secondary steel is the market where we are creating like a quality of a steel which is not of that worth which we can export. Okay, so which we can utilize locally in various other places. Okay, some steel is of very good quality, some steel is of little undergrade quality, but it is not bad quality, it is of undergrade quality. So that is coming under the secondary steel market. So India's secondary steel market is also very big. So this secondary steel market have shown a very sharp fall. There was a very sharp fall in the utilization level, and the secondary steel market is also not getting proper coal. They are not getting proper coal from the Coal India. Okay, because most of the coal is being supplied to the primary steel industries, because coal is utilized for melting of the iron, right? So most of the coal is sold to the primary steel companies, and secondary steel companies gets a very little coal. Okay, and even government also putting lots of export duty on that, on iron pellets and everywhere. So because of that there was a issue of raw material that is going into the secondary steel market. So these are some of the problems. Okay, so steel manufacture the Steel Ministry have set up a committee under Jyotiraditya Scindia, and this whole committee is being represented by the All India Furnace Association, Sponge Iron Manufacturer Association, Stainless Steel Association, Alloy Steel, so pellet manufacturer, Indian Ferro Alloy. So everybody is a part of that committee, advisory committee, and representations are coming from there in order to understand what the problems they are facing in the secondary steel market. Because primary steel market is a very big market, big companies are there. Okay, but there is a secondary steel market where small product producers are there, small producers of the steels are there. So they are not getting due respect, they are not getting due weightage of their steel production. So that is why this committee has been set up in order to see the problems in the secondary steel market. Okay, now is it clear now? I hope it's fine. Okay, great. Now now we are moving towards the next news. India. Oh my God, Nitin Vadguru is here. Very good. So India generate dollar 216 billion revenue via investment in the renewable energy. So there is a news in the Live Mint that India can generate around 212 billions of revenue, 212 billions of revenue by investing in renewable energy by 2030. By 2030. Okay, so how we can do this? So as you all know that every right now COP27 is going on. Okay, it is going on Sharm el Sheikh, right, in Egypt. So every country is sharing their target, like what target they have to achieve, what wind target, what solar target, what biomass target, hydro target, and everybody. So that means they are going to invest at all these places. They are going to invest in all these places. So there is a report that has come, like investing for impact, renewable energy and clean tech. So this is a report that has come, and this report has said that around India can generate 212 billion revenue itself by investing in the renewable energy sources. Okay, we can create 3.4 million jobs by 2030 with a, if we are investing 350 billion in the several ventures. Okay, as you all know that India is already doing a great deal in the climate change plan. India has also formulated the policies. India have already shared their INDC goals, intended nationally determined goals. Okay, and India is becoming a leader in the solar energy generation. Okay, and India is a very active in the Asia region. Okay, so they have a potential to generate $61 billion in 2020, and by 2030 we can generate $266 billion in the revenue from renewable energy only. Okay, now, so as you all know that India has said that the net zero target that India is going to achieve by 2070. Earlier, India has taken the target of 2050, but now India, earlier in the Glasgow in 20 in the COP27, India said that no, I am extending our net zero target by 2070. Okay, so we will be net zero by 2070. Okay, so that is why India is investing heavily on the renewable energy, because India wanted to go net zero emission. That is why India will be slowly phasing out the coal, slowly phasing out the fossil fuel, and slowly the new type of renewable energy like wind, solar, hydro, geothermal will be implemented in all these places. Okay, now have you got it, everybody? I think everybody has got it. Okay, great. Now, the next news is India Brazil in consensus over United Nations security reforms. United Nations Security Council. United Nations, this one. United Nations Security Council for International Peace. Okay, Brazil and India are on the same page regarding the United Nations Security Council, because India is asking for the permanent seat. Even Brazil is asking for the permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council. Right now, five permanent members are there in the United Nations Security Council, and these five members have a veto power. Veto power. But now India and Brazil are expecting that the United Nations Security Council should do the reforms, and they should include the Asian members in their things. Okay. So as you all know that the United Nations Security Council is having 15 members. Okay. And out of that, P5 members are there. These P5 members are called permanent members. Permanent. Who are the permanent? US, UK, Russia, China, and France. Okay, US, Russia, China, and France. Right? And there are 10 elected non-permanent members. 10 non-permanent members are there. Okay, and they have a tenure of 2 years. They have a tenure of 2 years, and they don't have any veto right. So they don't have any veto rights. So that means we can call these as toothless group. That means they don't have even tooth to bite. They are the member, but they do not have any kind of influence over that. Okay, so that is why India and Brazil are asking for the United Nations reforms. Okay, for this whole purpose. Okay, now there is a urgent need to reform the United Nations Security Council. So there was a joint meeting that has happened between the Brazil, India, that is joint commission, and they have reaffirmed that we wanted to, as we all know that India is a world largest democratic country. India have a global shared vision. Brazil, India both have a similar global vision. They have a commitment towards economic growth. They are looking for the social inclusion. They are also working towards sustainable development and the welfare of the people. So these are all the qualities that India is having. India is working very very hard in all the fronts. India is working very very hard in all the fronts, and that is why India is expecting that at least we should get the due respect in the United Nations Security Council. Okay, even the India and Brazil are working very very extensively in various multilateral organizations, because they are part of United Nations, they are part of G20, they are part of BRICS nation, they are part of IPSA. Okay, India, Brazil, South Africa, then Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, then basic Brazil, South Africa, India, and China. Then G4 is there, Brazil, Germany, India, and Japan is there. Okay, so India and Brazil are on the various fronts, and they are working with all together in order to have a shared vision, shared goals with each other. Okay, so the trade that is going on between the India and Brazil has also increased by 63.5%. Now it has been around 1.53 billion in 2021, and Brazil's India becomes the Brazil fifth largest trading partner. Okay, and there is a very good scope of diversification in the bilateral trade, and Brazil is supporting India and India is supporting Brazil for the consensus over United Nations security reforms. Okay, now now the next news is Reliance Industries is going to build world largest carbon fiber plant. Reliance Industry is going to build the world's largest carbon fiber plant in India. Okay, so what is this all about? Right now, the 45th annual general meeting has happened. Oh, sorry, please don't repeat that. So, as per the 45th annual general meeting of the Reliance that has happened, so the chairman of the Reliance Industries, that is Mukesh Ambani, has said that Reliance is going to build the world's largest carbon fiber plant in Hazira in Gujarat. In Hazira in Gujarat, and this plant is going to have 20,000 million tons per annum capacity. Okay, and they will be utilizing acrylonitrile feedstock they are going to utilize. So this whole things will be oil to chemical segment, oil to chemical O2C segment will be there. Okay, so they are going to invest around 75,000 crore rupees for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years they are going to include all these capacities, and there will be three value chain. First is polyester value chains, second one is vinyl chain, and third one is new materials they are going to create. Okay, under this whole module. Okay, so this is going to the first and the one of the world largest carbon fiber plant, 20,000 million metric ton capacity. Okay, so this plant will be completed, the first phase of the plant will be completed in 2025. Okay, and then after that they will be extending it to the future value chains. So this why they are trying to make this whole carbon fiber plant is because various applications are there. Various applications are there regarding this oil to chemical. Okay, carbon fiber. Why we are creating carbon fiber? There are very good amount of example. As you all know that the rise of the mobility, electric vehicles are there, lightweight requirements are there, lightweight uh, things we needed right now. Okay, so carbon fiber is a new age material. It's a new age material, and this is very important for production of the lightweight equipments for mobility, for vehicles, for batteries, for renewable energy. Okay, so this carbon fiber promises a good amount of growth that Reliance is going to get. At the same time, Reliance has said that they wanted to become net carbon zero by 2035. So Reliance has already committed that by 2035 they become net carbon zero. That means whatever the carbon they are generating, the same thing they are also absorbing it. Okay, so that is why this plant is being making. So this is a very new age material. It is used in multiple uses. automotive sector, because it is a very light metal and it is a very strong metal, both light and strong. Okay, and there is a very good amount of demand that is going on over there in the steel, in the automobile industry, the construction industry, in the military industries. Wherever you go, this kind of carbon fiber is very important right now in all these places. Okay, anybody wanted to ask anything? Anybody wanted to ask anything? Is it all going good? Has anybody have any doubts over here? I'm just waiting for 30 seconds. If you just wanted to say anything or you wanted to know anything, you can just simply tell me. Okay, fine. So, Germany has become the first nation to launch the hydrogen trains. Germany became the first nation to launch the hydrogen train. Right now, we have seen about the hydrogen cars, but Germany became the first nation that has launched the hydrogen trains. Okay, first fleet. So they have started the passenger train in the Lower Saxony district. Okay, so this is totally 14 trains are there with fuel cell driven. Okay, so this is manufactured by the French manufacturer, that is Altom. Okay, thank you, Jeshri, thank you, Jeshri. So this hydrogen train is manufactured by the French manufacturer, that is Alstom, and they will be replacing these diesel engines. Okay, diesel train will be replaced by these hydrogen trains. So the whole project cost is $92 million, and this train, if we are utilizing hydrogen, is going to save 1.6 million liters of diesel fuel every year. Okay, so this is a huge amount of oil that is going to be saved, and by burning this oil, the huge amount of carbon dioxide that will be released, that will be also saved. So this train will have a range of 999 kilometers, where the speed will be touching 140 kilometers per hour using the first fill. In one fill, the train will go up to 999 kilometers, and the speed can be attained up to 140 kilometer per hour. That is a very good speed. As you all know that hydrogen is going to be a promising fuel of the future. So hydrogen trains, hydrogen cars, even rocketry, we are already using it. So if hydrogen trains and hydrogen cars are being built, so they will be utilizing the oxygen from the air. So the product of hydrogen and oxygen is water. Okay, so water will be left. Okay, so you can utilize this water for various other purpose also. Okay, so this is a totally win-win situation for everybody. So this will be a zero emission mode of transport. Here, hydrogen will be mixed with the oxygen that is present in the air, and the electricity will be produced that will be stored in the fuel cells, and it will also prevent 4,400 tons of carbon dioxide that is released in the atmosphere every year. So 4,400 tons of carbon dioxide will be also saved. Okay, that will be released in the air. So hydrogen trains are very important for the short regional lines, and the cost of transition will be outstripping the profitability if you are running the hydrogen train for a longer route. So there will be a good amount of cost that will be coming. But if you are running the hydrogen train for a shorter route, so there will be a less cost and more profitability will be there. Okay, so this is the important thing that we wanted to discuss in this hydrogen train. Now, the next news is this. 2050 net zero target. You know, India has given net zero target of 2050, right? But now it has been extended by 2070, right? It has been extended. But in the news, it was written that 2050, if we are able to achieve net zero by 2025, that is, they are expecting that if we are able to achieve by 2050, so we will be able to create a good amount of jobs by 2032, and we will be also putting an increase in the GDP of our country. That means if we are looking forward that we will be achieving net zero by 2050, then automatically there will be a huge amount of job creation will be there. At the same time, by creating that jobs, there will be productivity increase, and by the productivity there will be increase in the GDP of the country. Okay, so if we are thinking that if we achieve by 2050, if we achieve by 2050, it can boost India's GDP by 7.3%. That means US dollar 470 billion additional GDP that will be created, and additional 20 million jobs will be created. 20 million jobs is around 2 crore jobs will be created. Okay. So, but we have extended the time from 2050 to 2070. Okay. So, if we are extending the time, so this will boost our economy by 4.7%. Okay, and the growth, and we will be getting the GDP increase by 371%. Okay, and if we are achieving this net zero, there will be a good amount of benefits that India is going to have, because India will having a good amount of employment generation, because most of the employment will be created in the renewable energy, energy transmission, energy storage area, electric vehicle, everywhere. This whole type of net zero target that we wanted to achieve. So everywhere we have to do investment. So by doing investment, we are generating the job itself. Okay, so the baseline scenario is 2047. So household could save around US dollar 9.7 billion in energy by 2060 if we are achieving that. So there is a good amount of saving if we are getting the net zero target. Okay. So if we really wanted to achieve the net zero emission, so India has a very serious problems are also there. First of all is the finance. Okay, we need around $10.1 trillion of finance if we really wanted to meet the target of 2070 net zero. Okay, if we really wanted to achieve that. Okay, so while India could decarbonize using carbon revenues, we can do some domestic tax raising mechanism. Like if somebody is utilizing some fossil fuel, if somebody is raising any kind of things which is harming the environment, we can increase the taxes over there so that we can fund the green investments. Okay, then we can also have a international support. We can take the funding from the international support under the COP 27. We can take international support. Okay, at the same time we have to reduce the poverty, we have to check the social impacts, and at the same time we have to find a balance between the negative impacts. And we also wanted to see whether there should be no sudden rise in the prices in the market, because if we are leveraging too high in all the things, we will be already expecting that the prices of the market may rise, the prices of the goods may high, and because of that we may go out of control also. Okay, so as you all know that G20 presidentship has gone to India. Okay, and right now, earlier it was with Indonesia. So that means right now G20 presidentship is going in the Asia Pacific region, so we can utilize the maximum utilization of this G20 group. At the same time, COP27 group we can utilize to generate the revenue, to tell the people regarding uh, the various type of climate action plan, where we can utilize the various type of like how we can utilize the climate action planning, how we can mitigate the climate action, how we can raise the finances for that. So if we are able to raise the finances, if we are able to educate the people, if we are able to form the policy properly, we will be able to have a net zero target, and by doing this we will be having a good amount of job creation, and our GDP will also increase along with the sustainable development of the country. Okay, so the 26th conference of party that was happened in Glasgow. Okay, last year that has happened. There, our prime ministers have said that we will be having net zero by 27. So, what is the meaning of net zero? That means we wanted to find a balance between the greenhouse gases put into and taken out. Okay, if we are saying that 2 tons of greenhouse we have put into the atmosphere, so how we will take out the 2 tons? Okay, so we have burned coal and that has raised 2 tons of CO2. So we have to plant that much of trees so that they can, trees we can plant so that they can absorb that 2 ton. Okay, so that means 2 ton out and 2 ton in, that means it is a net zero. Net zero, so this we have to achieve by 2070. Okay, this we have to achieve by 2070. Okay, that we have to find out the balance. So if we are able to end the coal by 2023 only, okay, and if we are utilizing the power by 2040 by other sources, we will be able to reach the zero emission by mid century only by 2050. That means if we are able to phase out coal by 23, which is not possible, we cannot phase out the coal by 2023. We can only phase out the coal by a longer duration, maybe by 2040. Okay, or we have to utilize, like by 2023 we have to phase down, and by 2040 we can totally put the coal use, no coal use. Okay, so by if we are putting by 2040 no coal use, so we will be achieving by 2050. But if we are not achieving by 2040, it may go to 2070. Okay, so this is all what is all about the news that we wanted to share. And as you all know that we have a net zero ambitious plan, and we wanted to fight the climate change along with sustainable and inclusive development. So G20 presidencies is with India. Even India is have a good say in the conference of parties in the UNFCCC conferences. So India need to make a roadmap. India wanted to educate the people. India wanted to generate the finances. So India can take the lead role in achieving all these targets. Okay. So guys, this is all for today. I am really grateful that you all stayed here with me. So we are running our RBI mentorship batch where we are providing 100 seats, especially for all the people. And these seats are filling very fast, and you will get a dedicated mentor, proper complete study plan you will be getting, and customized study plan you will be getting. Okay, so mentorship batch is very important. Only 100 seats are there, and the seats are filling very fast. So I'm expecting that if you wanted to join, please join it if you are serious about your RBI preparation. And right now we are providing 35% off on RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A plans. Please use the code BOOST. Please use the code BOOST, and you will be getting the like 35% off on all RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A plans. So these plans you will get it. Okay. Yeah, Deepika, your doubt. Okay, I'm taking your doubt now. Sir, it is necessary to read daily newspaper for RBI. Yes, if you can read it. Please do utilize the read newspaper. Do not go too deep. No too deeping. Okay. It is not like that you have to read each and every part. You don't have to do. Okay, you don't have to do. You have to just like glance. You have to just give a glance, and you just have to see what is important for your examination. Then you will say that, sir, I know I can, sir, sir, I find every information useful, right? People say that, sir, I find every information useful in the newspaper, but you have to do a selective study of the newspaper. I will be coming out with the newspaper study. I will be telling you one day. So I will be opening one newspaper, and then I will tell you what exactly you have to note down in the newspaper and what you have to reject in the newspaper. Okay, so you don't worry about that. Yes, I will be coming out. I will be coming out with a session where I will be explaining all this to you. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so now anybody has anything to ask apart from this? Yes, only important topic related to your syllabus. Related to your syllabus. See what is syllabus. Check whether that topic relates to your syllabus or not. And if that relates to your topic, just note it down. Just note it down. Okay, just note it. Okay, fine. Anybody else has anything to ask? Fine, that's fine. So I'll be seeing you again tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow in the morning, 9 a.m. we have a PIB session. So I'll be seeing you over there in the PIB session. Okay. So see you then. Bye bye. Take care and good night. I will be seeing you tomorrow 9 a.m. in the morning. And please, when the session gets over, please provide me some of the comments in the comment box. Please do like, subscribe, and follow our channel, and provide some of the beautiful comments from your side. I will be very delighted to have that. Okay. So thank you so much. Good night. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow in the morning.